Hey everyone, and welcome to Right Side Broadcasting Network. I'm Alyssa Ashe with a breaking news report tonight at the Ronald Reagan National Airport. The power is currently out, and so I'm going to be giving you guys live updates. I'm going to be sharing with you pictures and videos of that power outage. A lot of people have already been tweeting out just dark pictures of the different gates at the airport or trying to get their suitcases by just using their phone lights. So the breaking news is that the power is out right now at the Ronald Reagan National Airport in DC. Now, if you are at the airport, please send us your pictures and videos. We would love to share them with our audience. And I'm going to throw up my Twitter handle for a second so that you guys can see it. It is at Alyssa RSBN. So please make sure to send your pictures and videos, anything you have, maybe even just a story of, what it was like for you to be without power if you were, if your flight was delayed, if you were unable to get home, if you're still there waiting, different things like that. So I'm going to pull up my Twitter and have it up at all times so that I can see all of your messages as we wait. Okay, but I'm going to start by showing you guys some pictures that have already been tweeted out. This is from Heather Timmons. She's a reporter who covers the White House and DC for QZ. So she's tweeting out updates right now. And she said, baggage claim can't do anything to help find luggage or take claims at the airport because all their computers are down. Call the 800 number, the American Airlines woman said. There's nothing else I can tell you. So not very helpful there. And she tweeted out a dark picture, lone guy handing out bags by hand calling flight numbers. So I'm going to blow that up for you guys. And you can imagine just how insane that will be. People trying to get their bags in the dark just by hearing their flight numbers. And she also tweeted out, Virginia Power has confirmed the airport isn't getting any electricity. A garbled announcement said, I think the backup lights just went out. And she also tweeted out, the electricity just went out at Reagan National Airport, and folks are wandering around trying to find their stranded bags on the stalled luggage belt by phone light. Infrastructure Week. And she shared pictures of people using their phone lights to try and find their bags. And I'm going to keep searching the hashtag DCA to show you guys more pictures. Heels First tweeted out, reader report, DCA airport has no power. Gate 35X doesn't even have emergency lighting. Buses en route to their flights were forced to go back to the terminal. And you can just see, you can barely see anything, just the darkness. People sitting around at that gate 35X waiting, just using their phone lights to see. And you can kind of see it's obviously dark, but the crowd just waiting in the dark. And Andrew Curtin tweeted out, power outage at Reagan National, no information at the time. And then Patrick Stoddart tweeted out 20 hours of traveling 2,000 miles waiting at baggage claim to go home. And of course, the power goes out at Reagan. Hashtag DCA. So you can see people again at baggage claim, just trying to get their bags in the dark. And Kate Fried tweeted out, "The power is out at DCA and they're basically holding our luggage hostage and we're all standing around tired and helpless. Twitter is our only recourse." And Michael Conathan tweeted out, "Now emergency vehicles on the tarmac between two terminal wings at DCA. Looks like even emergency lights are out at gates 23 to 35. And you can see a video here from Tomas who says baggage carousels are out. Some emergency floodlights are on. And it's just almost pitch black in Reagan National Airport. Bridget Evans tweeted out, "The scene at Reagan Airport, currently no power, no clue on why it's out, but the automated message system's still working, so at least I know what time it is." And you can just kind of see how dark it is right here. Like this is outside the airport. And Larissa Fair actually tweeted out, "Stuck on a plane at Reagan Airport due to total power outage in terminal. Airport totally dark, no generator, sitting by gate 35X, and they won't let us go in terminal." And this is interesting. The first I'm seeing of this, Michael A. Alcazar said DCA air traffic controller just transmitted that half of the airport is without power and that there's a fire in the terminal, small, I guess. And he said Crystal City firefighters were on the move just a few moments ago. And here is a scene from the tarmac where it's very dark and people are getting off of a plane. And Gene Anderson tweeted out, "Still hashtag lights out in the terminals at DCA, outbound flights starting to board one by one under emergency lights." And Paula Villan tweeted out, "Power outage at Washington, D.C. Reagan National DCA happened exactly when our flight from Minneapolis was landing. Pilot had to interrupt the landing and pull the plane back up. Landed safely on our second try, but airport was eerily half dark. My travel karma hasn't been great lately." there is a picture, just how dark it is. A little bit of emergency lighting here, but for the most part, almost pitch black inside the airport. And more pictures from Michael Conathan. You can see some emergency lighting on in the background. That is outside the airport. And inside it is just dark. And the screen is down at American Airlines. And a tweet from Pete Munton. He's a transportation reporter in Washington. He said DCA spokesperson tells arrivals and departures have resumed at Reagan National Airport, but terminal still without power. A backup generator started smoking and firefighters responded, but SPX said it was not serious. Here is a video just where you can see how dark it is around that plane. And let's head over to the Reagan Airport Twitter page. So an hour ago, they said, we are aware of an airport-wide power outage and investigating updates to follow. And then they tweeted out, generator backup power is providing lighting to several areas of the terminal. Updates to follow. And you can see some areas that are lit. And then 28 minutes ago, they tweeted out, flights are operating, however, mechanical systems without power is slowing boarding and deplaning. And make sure to send me your tweets if you are over at DCA and, if you are delayed or if you're just seeing this power outage. If it's dark all around you, please take a picture and send it to me at my Twitter at Alyssa RSBN. That would be greatly appreciated. Please send us those pictures and videos. And it looks like Jonathan Oliveira said, good news, looks like power at DCA is coming back slowly. You can see where it is lit outside. And Chris Hayes said, Reagan Airport, our pilot just told us American Air will be sitting on the tarmac waiting for another update in 45 minutes. Given chaos in the terminal and lack of power or communication, would be nice to prioritize the arriving aircraft. And Yasmin Vaffa tweeted out and she said, finally able to deplane after almost an hour on the tarmac. Crazy to see DCA in total darkness. And Heels First commented out, DCA power outage updates. Some passengers from Gate 35X have boarded their planes. Pilots said the power outage was due to a fire in Terminal B. And this is from Heels First Travel, boardingarea.com. Looks like a blog by Carrie Anderson. And she said, heads up to anyone traveling out of Reagan National Airport tonight or scheduled to be on a plane coming from DCA. A friend just texted me from the airport where apparently all the power has gone out. She was flying out of Gate 35X and had just boarded the shuttle bus to her flight. When all the lights inside went out, everyone was required to get off the bus and return to the dark terminal. An airport worker told her there was no power in the entire airport. There's zero lighting in the downstairs area of Gate 35X, but it looks like there might be emergency lighting in the main terminals. She said no telling how long this outage will last. So if you're flying tonight, double check your flight status and make sure you're not affected. Even if you're not flying out of DCA, there's a slight chance your aircraft might be coming from here. She said, I'll keep you posted as I get updates. She said at 10:16 p.m. power came on briefly and went out again, and this was Eastern time, so about an hour ago. Apparently, they're not receiving power from either feeder and running on generator power. And at 10:29 p.m. Eastern time, passengers at Gate 35X are lining up to board buses. Once again, power is still out. Okay, and switching back over to Twitter. This is from Angie Delboy. It's a video the moment the lights went out at DCA. Wow, that is crazy. I'm going to play it for you guys one more time. You can just see really beautiful overhead view of how the lights all went out at once. And checking my Twitter messages just to make sure you guys don't have any videos for me yet. Maybe a video or a picture of a tweet that maybe I haven't seen. But of course, if you're there, please send us pictures and videos at Alyssa RSBN. And Mona Lisa Como retweeted the Reagan Airport's tweet that says flights are operating, however, mechanical systems without power is slowing boarding and deplaning. She said, define operating. We are stuck on American Air AA2752 and no one is answering our pilot's calls. Did you send your crew home or did you forget that the planes were landing? Please report accurately. And Wanda Lau said, we deplaned out the back, navigated through a dark terminal, found our luggage waiting for us, gave a diaper to a mom in need, and boarded our shuttle. Kudos to the DCA ground crew and American Air. Surreal. And she tweeted out a dark picture of the main terminal. And another video from Angie Delboy. Hope it's nothing serious. And yes, I need to pick up my sweetheart at DCA and there's no electricity. And I'm going to play the sound for you guys. This is a report from Shamari Stone.
Good evening. Right now I'm here in Ronald Reagan National Airport, and you're seeing a silhouette of my face because the airport is in darkness in some parts due to a power outage. Let's show you. If I look right over on this side over here, you can see that there is light, but that is being operated by a generator. On this side of the airport, as you can see, complete darkness. Now, this is all supposed to be lit up. Right over here, you would see the arrivals and departures on this screen. It's darkness. We're the first on the scene. I'm going to tell you more about this story tonight at 11 on NBC Washington News 4. This news just happened, and I'm bringing it to you right away on Twitter, Facebook, and our other social media platforms. Shamari Stone.
So you could see just the silhouette of his face there in the darkness, and he described how those terminal numbers and those gates are usually lit up, but they are not right now. And Michael Olson tweeted out power outage at DCA caused by a fire. According to our pilot, now we're just sitting on the taxiway while we wait for an update. Okay, and I'm going to go back up, keep refreshing this and checking Twitter for the latest updates of people on the scene. And like I said, if you are there, please send me pictures, send me videos. If you are at the Ronald Reagan National Airport, please send me pictures and videos so I can share it with everyone and give you guys live updates. And this is an article from the Washington Post. Power outage reported at Reagan National Airport. The Reagan National Airport lost power late Wednesday night due to an outage from Dominion Power and interrupted airport operations for more than an hour, and it is still going on. The entire airport lost power about 9:45 p.m. and within a few minutes, backup generators restored electricity to FAA operations. Security and other vital airport functions, said Andrew Truel, who is the spokesperson for the Metropolitan Washington Airports Authority. So 2 Dominion power lines feed the airport, and both appeared to malfunction, but power officials did not provide a cause to the airport officials. And the Red Raven donated $9.99. Thank you so much for that. He said, here in DC, still cannot see anything in front of me besides a vending machine that is supplied with frescas, But Red Raven, I know you're not there because you already told me that you were trolling. You sent me a picture on Twitter of just black, just the color black, and said here in DC can't see anything. And you said Frescas because I was drinking a Fresca last night. We were joking about that. But thank you for your donation anyways. Really appreciate you. Okay. So flights continued to land and depart if planes had already been boarded. However, the airport jet bridges use electricity, so some passengers could not immediately deplane. The Dominion Power website reported that utility officials had dispatched a crew to investigate outages in the area. The website said 273 customers were affected, but it was unclear if that number included the airport. And the majority of the evening flights had arrived or taken off, but about 24 flights were affected, Troll said. And Dominion Power and airport officials reported that power was restored about 11 p.m. Utility officials said they continued to investigate the cause of the outage late Wednesday. And I am getting a couple people on Twitter said that the power has been restored just 3 minutes ago. El Fortunati and Vera Pastor. But I want to keep checking and check from that Reagan Airport. Okay, the Reagan Airport tweeted out at 11:13, power is restored to the airport and systems are coming back online. Some flights may be delayed. Thank you for your patience. And they tweeted out just before that at 11:10 p.m. In regards to reports of smoke, there was no fire related to this power outage. Our fire and rescue personnel responded to several locations as a precautionary measure. But if you are in the airport, if you're in an area where the power may not have been restored yet, please send it to me on Twitter or back when it was down at Alyssa RSBN. Send me your pictures and videos. But I am going to keep checking Twitter for those live updates. We just got a $5 donation from Watchman117 or Ronnie Mercer. He said this seems to be happening more often. The Atlanta airport went dark a couple of months ago. Thank you so much, Ronnie. And let's see, Jack the Beanstalk tweeted to me and said, I'm surprised Reagan Airport does not have all critical systems on emergency generator power, and the generator needs proper routine maintenance and regular testing. And Jonathan Oliveira said, we are back, hashtag DCA, with a picture of some lights on at the Ronald Reagan National Airport. And Doug Kemp tweeted out, Despite power outage at Ronald Reagan National Airport, FAA has yet to report flight delays. But I want to keep checking for you guys to find as much information as I can on this situation. And another tweet from that reporter, Shamari Stone. He said, breaking power outage at Ronald Reagan National Airport. I just interviewed this woman about the darkness and emergency crews near a gate outside. I will start it over, turn the sound on for you.
Were you in here when the airport went dark?
Yes, I was.
You know, I'm Shamari Stone, and I arrived on the scene. What's going through your mind right now?
Hi, Shamari. Well, I'd like to get my luggage. It's out there somewhere. Came from LA. Need to get to work tomorrow morning, and it has everything in it.
See if we can.
But I want to make sure everyone's safe. I'm trying to find my husband. He's picking me up in departure, so it's.
And what's your reaction when you look over there and see all of those emergency
it's a little scary,
fire
right?
trucks by the American Airlines flight? We don't know what exactly is going on. We saw some smoke.
I landed on American, and our flight landed beautifully coming in from LA. But I hope everyone's all right.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah.
So that was an update from reporter Shamari Stone. And that woman said she had to get to work the next day, and her suitcase had everything in it. So she was hoping to find it soon, and she knew it was out there somewhere in the dark. And 31 minutes ago, Samuel Breslau tweeted out announcement just now at Reagan Airport. Says airport is still without power, but lights are on in most areas due to generator backups. Officials are working with Virginia Power to get it restored. And remember, if you were there, please send those pictures, videos to me so that I can share them with everyone to @Alyssa RSBN. And you can see some emergency lights were on outside, but the power was still out at this point. And Stephen Holt shared this picture from A Steven16, picture inside darkened Terminal C at DCA. And it looks like he is a reporter anchor for NBC New York. And he's been tweeting out updates 57 minutes ago. He said, running out of places to park airplanes at DCA. And he said, overheard on DCA clearance/delivery. The good news is the elevator to the tower worked. And he also tweeted out, listening to live ATC for updates on Reagan Airport power outage. Flights still getting their departure clearances. ATC tower running on backup generator, but terminal out of power. Okay, and I'm going to switch that search, that hashtag DCA again to see if there's anything new. Okay, the AP 10 minutes ago just posted power restored to Reagan National Airport after outage. Power has been restored to the Reagan National Airport more than an hour after the outage began. The airport tweeted out at 11:13 p.m. that systems are coming back online and some flights may be delayed. The airport tweeted out about the outage shortly before 10 p.m. on Wednesday. Metropolitan Washington Airport Authority spokesman Andrew Troll told WTTG-TV that two separate Dominion Virginia power feeds used by the airport stopped providing power. And Troll says backup generators were providing power to areas of the terminal and powering essential services. The airport said flights were operating, but that unpowered mechanical systems slowed boarding and deplaning. It tweeted around 11 p.m. that there wasn't an outage-related fire, despite reports of smoke, and fire personnel responded to reports as a precaution. And some more pictures. Daniel Rivera tweeted out, breaking, arriving at DCA and a power failure happens moments after. And you can just see how absolutely dark it was in the terminal. But I want to share a couple articles with you guys too before we wrap this up, just about what happened here tonight. And this is from KTAR News. So a power outage at Ronald Reagan National Airport today was not expected to impact operations at the Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport. And the Ronald Reagan National Airport lost power around 10 p.m. Eastern Time for unknown reasons. Airport officials said they were investigating the cause of the power outage. In an email, a Sky Harbor spokesperson told KTAR News 92.3 that the outage was not showing any impact on operations at the time, and they encouraged flyers to contact their airline and the Reagan Airport for additional information. But photos surfacing on social media showed people using their phones to navigate the pitch black airport. Okay, and an update from Fox 5 Power has been restored after an outage affected flights at Reagan National Airport Wednesday night. Authorities said inbound and outbound flights were temporarily suspended due to the outage, according to Metropolitan Washington Airport's authority spokesperson Andrew Troll. Troll said, "We do have backup generators right now that are providing emergency power for passengers in terminal along with essential services related to the airport." And several people on Twitter posted photos and videos of the lights being out inside the airport when the power outage happened. And Troll said, "Our engineers are in consultation with Dominion Virginia Power to ensure power is restored as soon as possible." And at 10:41 p.m., the airport tweeted that flights were operating, but the outage has slowed down the process for passengers. So generator backup power provided lighting to several areas of the terminal. And Lunatari, I see your comment. The power is back up. I do have one picture that up for you. But wow, people are still waiting. Chris Hayes said, "Still an American Air from ORD waiting to get in at gate DCA. Post power outage, pilot came on and said power is getting back on but have to wait for gates to clear so the planes waiting can dock. Another 25 minutes until the next update. Spent 1 hour on the tarmac." And Travel Watch AM says U.S. delay still possible after power restored at Washington, D.C.'s Reagan Airport. And Jonathan Oliveira tweeted this out and said, "We are back." You can see some lights on here at the Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport. And this is what it looked like when the power was out. And Red Raven just donated another $9.99. Thank you so much for that, Red Raven. Really appreciate you. He says, "Eyewitness report claims vending machines are online." Alyssa CDM. Thank you very much for that. Really appreciate the donation. That will definitely help us get to our next President Trump rally on Tuesday in Charleston, West Virginia. And I'm going to search DCA one more time, make sure there aren't any more updates. Here's one more video I haven't showed you guys yet of just how dark it was. You can see how chaotic it was, people trying to navigate in the airport. And the last update from Reagan Airport at 11:13 p.m. Power is restored to the airport and systems are coming back online. Some flights may be delayed. Thank you for your patience. And then lots of people commenting, asking what will happen to those stuck on the tarmac. Okay, but with that, since the power is back up, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you guys to all that tuned in to this last minute breaking news broadcast. So in summary, the power was out at Ronald Reagan National Airport in Washington, D.C. for a little over an hour, and it just recently came back on. So hopefully everyone waiting on the tarmac will not have to wait much longer, and they'll be able to catch their connecting flights if they have any. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Really appreciate each and every single one of you, and I will see you guys tomorrow. And once again, for Right Side Broadcasting Network, I'm Alyssa Ashe. Have a great night.